Nobody else saw this before I tweeted it. I just tweeted it. I just keep hearing about this person and I keep hearing this and I keep hearing that. And I'm like, why is someone who's so successful being so petty? That was my train of thought in that moment. You know what? Let me be shady on the internet. And it was very much the narrative of, it's just really bad timing. So it's not fair that you try to make it seem like we hate him. It's just really bad timing because of this docuseries and everybody's on his side. Well, if you feel some type of way about someone, regardless of when it is, you should still feel that kind of way. My friends come up to me. The conversation is led by Manny. Laura chimes in every once in a while. Nikita didn't say anything. The conversation is had and we've been talking to our managers and our PR team, and we've just been thinking of a PR way to handle this. They have recommended that you take full accountability for the photo, you apologize for the photo, and you apologize to us for us not being involved. I don't like that it seemed that I was the only one who thought this. It is then, you're gonna have to apologize first. This is all Manny. Laura's like chiming in. Based off of your apology, this person goes next, this person goes next, and I will be last. If you're sorry, you're sorry. Just put it out there. I don't understand why it has to be like this, and this. No. If you're sorry, just apologize and be sorry. And I get a text message from Manny, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? I just see it and I'm like, I can't even respond. Like, it's a lot. Almost by the end of it, I get a text message of, hey, we really need you to put out this apology because it's a storm for everybody else, Gabby. And I'm like, wait, didn't you just text me wondering how I am? I come home and I write my own apology. And I put out my apology. Manny's apology wasn't an apology because there wasn't an I'm sorry in there. I wake up that Tuesday and I get a notification that he had quote tweeted me. Thank you for owning up to it and all these things. I'm like, excuse me? The reason I liked it was because it was a photo of the four of us being silly the night before. I didn't read the caption as I had been running around. He was in his hotel, just so you know, when he was liking and responded to it. It was a short sentence and it starts with a curse word and it's the photo of us four. You're just gonna like something and respond to it? No, 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 no. And then once I was notified about the caption from you all, I removed my like and asked Gabby to take it down as the photo was supposed to be a fun recreation and nothing more. I wasn't asked by him to take it down. When I said earlier, I asked Laura, how would you like me to better these things? That's why I took it down. Like, why are you now creating this narrative? The same thing you do in every situation. If we're keeping it 100, you feel these things. Somebody else does too, okay? Other people do too. So don't act like, oh no, like no. You feel that. Let me go look at what you've been liking and what you've been responding to. So why am I seeing, of course you didn't read the caption. It was all fun and games until it backfired on the four of you. It absolutely was not at all. It was childish and I'm too grown for that, honestly. Too grown for what? You constantly talk about him. You constantly say all these things. You constantly use people. Let's look at track records. I don't have bad blood with anybody. Why are you the one who constantly keeps burning bridges and using people, but you're too grown? No, you can't. You say worse. You've said worse. No, Manny. Stay out of it. And think about who your friends are. He drug you down, did a half-assed apology, and no one is buying. Trust me, it's been an eye-opening 24 hours is his response. I wouldn't stay friends with someone that put me in a bad position and created all this drama. Why are you liking this? Yeah, I may have started this, but let's not act like you don't feel like this. If not worse, because I've heard you say worse. Real friends don't throw other friends under the bus. Laura's responding to people. Me, Manny, and Nikita didn't have any part in the tweet Gabriel posted. We asked him to take it down and he did. What do you mean we? I asked you, how do I better this? And you said, can you take that tweet down? And I said, yes. Let's not act like I was told to do anything. These are my friends. Because there was a lot of people online saying, wait, what? Did y'all just throw him under the bus? Like, wait, didn't y'all also have a falling out with him? So I wrote out a text, an apology, and it was a long one. And it went through. And I got a response back. Allowing myself to create an image of someone in my head in a negative light based on what I was being fed, because it wasn't fair for me to do that to anyone, to hear all these things about someone and never have experienced them myself, but still think these things about that person. A lot of clarity came from that conversation. A lot of things made a lot more sense once I heard the other side of the story. I thought my friends are gonna tell me the truth. That's not always the case. When he explained situations that I thought, why is he being irrationally angry? It made sense why he was mad in this situation and this situation. There's a certain individual that I do need to cut out of my life because it's always just been toxic. There's the same factor in all these negative situations around your life, because I've had a lot of friends and there's always these negative things going on, and that seems to be the remaining factor. And that's Manny. After he's had all these falling outs, and so has she, Laura, we don't really have friends. Let's just all constantly hang out. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my friends want to constantly hang out. Like, this is so cool. That narrative of we're all close kind of started to mess with me, because I'm like, I don't know anything about him. Really? This is a person you need to cut out of your life. You've been wanting to cut them out ever since he threw Laura under the bus when Laura and Jeffrey had that falling out. Why is it that two people who were in the wrong with him, only one gets out alive? I was done with him. I was like, are you serious? I see my friend and she is hurt. She is distraught. For me, I saw myself get thrown under. My narrative is being painted out as differently. I have apologized to someone that I needed to. So the next day I'm like, it has been an eye-opening 24 hours. I wanted that shade. He's trying to contact me. I'm not responding. I'm like, I'm out. It felt good. I thought that cutting off a friend would be bad, but it felt good. And I didn't understand why. But further realizing it, it's like, that was a toxic person in your life. You shouldn't have been friends with this person. You shouldn't have been hanging out with this person. I unfollow him. Of course, he freaks out. Then sends me a voice memo that he's outside my building. And it's like, hey, I'm outside your building. So of course he's not being let in. And then he apologizes for liking and responding to things that he misinterpreted. I'm tired of this. I misinterpreted this. Oh, I'm so sorry because of this. Oh, I'm so sorry, but it's because of this. No, if you're sorry, you're sorry. To see someone and apologize to someone rightfully deserved, he did deserve to apologize to that little girl. But you're not gonna apologize to someone that has helped you get to where you are? Even though you've played he offered it. He didn't do things for me. And you're freaking out because you're like, I don't know where to go and I don't know what manufacturer to use and blah, 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 this, blah, 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 blah. And your friend is like, well, I mean, I can put in a good word for you in my place and I can give you these contacts. Don't act like this person didn't do nothing for you. During that time, wasn't the biggest fan of Jeffrey. I always respected advice that he had given me. One of the biggest advice was, don't waste all your money. That's gonna be one of the biggest mistakes that you do coming into it, if I can give you any advice. I did that. And I blew through my money and I wasn't saving anything. I always respected that. And I respected certain things and certain critiques and certain advice he would give me. But don't go online and not apologize to the person who's helped you the most. And you're gonna mention his name in the video and not apologize to him? Cool. But when Laura's apology came out and she was dragged through the dirt, you weren't anywhere to defend your friend. But there's a tweet of her defending you at one point. Trust me, that when someone with my friends, as y'all have seen, I go up to bat. When you don't defend your friend online, even though you probably did the worst, to be quite honest, because you sucked that friendship dry and then you try to get out safe. I'm tired of this narrative being put out that someone is so sweet and someone is so good, when behind the scenes I know so much more. This image is being painted out and it's being well received as, you're good. No, your friend was just dragged to the dirt, but your best friend isn't gonna defend you and is gonna allow all this while you get the biggest hit and you're losing the most? When in actuality, you didn't do as much as he did?